let's just jump into it and let's speak my feelings about the movie. Hey guys, so I watched Avengers Endgame like the day after it came out, and oh my god, I have so many freaking things on my mind about the whole movie that I want to get into. First of all, I think that's my favorite movie of all time. Before I said that was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, now I'm changing my mind. Literally throughout the whole movie, I literally went through all the feels. First, I was like laughing like crazy. And then I went through like epicness. I was like off like at the edge of my seat. I was just like, I can't believe this. The whole time throughout the movie, I was there like, I can't believe this came from Iron Man. Iron Man in 2008. And then I went straight to freaking sadness. Like straight bawling my eyes out. If you watch all the past 20 Marvel movies, you'll literally be like, oh my god, this is hilarious. And is there's so much fan service in the movie. I don't even want to call it fan service because it kind of sounds like a bad thing. It's more like it's giving what the fans what they want, but in such a good way. It's like freaking amazing, like mind blowing. I know I'm like hyping this movie up so much, but it's honestly just so sick. I'll get into my favorite parts and stuff and my predictions. I made a prediction video a while back. Apparently a lot of people didn't understand that video. I'll say which predictions I got right, and I'll also explain it to you guys so you guys, because you guys are REITs. Okay, first off, let's go through the characters. Number 1, let's start with Hawkeye. Hawkeye was pretty sick in this movie. Better than Age of Ultron and Avengers and Civil War. He stood out like out of all those movies in Avengers Endgame. He was pretty sick. And I was expecting him to be sick also. Black Widow. She was a great character. When I first started watching the MCU and I saw Avengers, I was just like, who the hell are these losers? Hawkeye and Black Widow? They're literally humans. They're so weak. I don't even care about these guys. I'm all about the big four. Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America. And after this movie, I really grew onto those guys. Grew on? I don't know. I started liking them. I was like, oh man, these guys are actually sick. So Black Widow, Hawkeye, those two became unexpected favorites of mine. Okay, now let's go with Bruce Banner. He was so funny in this movie. No, I didn't expect him to be like a funny guy because he's usually serious. But I think it was really good how they handled his character in this movie. He had some epic moments also and some funny moments. It was pretty cool for Bruce Banner. And then now let's go with Thor. That guy is hilarious the whole movie. He mostly had a lot of funny parts. He wasn't like that serious. Usually serious, but now he's just turned into like a funny guy. But I'm not really complaining about that. He was still I can't talk! He still brought upon us one of the most epic moments in all time, I would say. Captain America. Captain America barely did anything in Infinity War, but this movie, he was MVP, man. MVP of the whole movie. He was so, like, I was always kind of like, I didn't really like Captain America that much. In Civil War, in his own movie, I wanted Iron Man's team to win. Captain America, this movie, honestly, I'd say he's actually more funny than Thor in his own, and he's not even trying that hard. He's more funny than Thor, and he has so many epic scenes, and he's just awesome. So many references back to the MCU movies around him, and those references around him is where I laughed the hardest. Iron Man, we can't forget Iron Man, the guy who started it all. He has so many great character moments. So many epic like fight scenes, so many epic like things centered around him. He's just like the heart and soul of the whole MCU. So now going on to basically like the spoiler section of it. Basically the whole... Sorry, just fixing my hair real quick so I look hot. Basically, the plot of the movie is that it's 5 years after the snap. They couldn't reverse the snap because Thanos destroyed the stones with the stones, and then Thor killed him. So after the 5 years, Ant-Man, who has been stuck in the quantum realm, gets shooted out by a rat. And this rat literally just saved the whole universe. He accidentally like stepped over like right buttons and it sent him out. When I first saw that, I was like, seriously? A rat? But it makes sense. All the different outcomes that Doctor Strange saw, I bet you he probably saw that rat. Probably in all the other ones, the rat just missed like some random buttons and then Iron Man wouldn't shoot it out. After that, Iron Man proposes that they go back in time. We go back in time to grab all the Infinity Stones, and Hulk, who is now Professor Hulk, puts it on and he snaps his fingers. He's able to snap his fingers. He brings everyone back. But the past Thanos and Nebula and Gamora from 2014 are able to come back through the same time machine. After that, it's a big fight scene. The three big Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor versus the past Thanos. They're getting beat, and this is Thanos without even any of the Infinity Stones. Thor is almost killed, Iron Man is passed out, and Captain America's shield is broken in half, and he's just there to stand against Thanos, and Thanos brings his whole army down. The Shiitake much, shut up. And then Doctor Strange opened the portal, and out came Black Panther, Okoye, and Shuri. And I was literally like off my seat. This is the part where I was like, I knew they're all coming back, but I didn't know they're all gonna fight together. And not only that, all the other characters from all the big movies, even Pepper Potts, who has her own Iron Man suit now, Valkyrie, even like all the funny characters like Korg and Meek, they're just all there in an epic final battle. That was literally my favorite part. That literally gave me chills. I was like, holy shit. That was the part where I was like, I can't believe this. This is freaking crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. So I was like, ah! I was sitting there and just the music, I was like, oh my god. I did not expect this at all. Literally my reaction was like, oh my goodness. This is crazy. And then they're basically playing like football, they're like keep away with like the gauntlet, with the new iron gauntlet that Tony made. And they're basically trying to put the gauntlet into the time travel machine, which is all the way like very far. It's just very far, so they can return the stones. Thanos is able to get it from Captain Marvel, and then right before Thanos was about to snap, Doctor Strange was like to Iron Man, who's like, one chance. You not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, Jupiter! Ah! And then right before Thanos is about to snap, Tony grabs his gauntlet, and with his nanobots, he takes the stones away and transfers it onto his own hand. And then he snapped. All of Thanos' henchmen, all his army, faded to dust, just like how the heroes dusted in Infinity War. And it was so satisfying. But Tony died. Saddest part of the movie. So they have a funeral for him, and then after that, Captain America takes the gauntlet and he's supposed to go back to the past to return all the Infinity Stones. And then Captain America went to go return the stones, but he didn't end up coming back when he was supposed to, because he stayed there to make out with Peggy Carter. And that was basically the end of the movie. So that was basically a recap of the whole movie. Let me basically explain to you the whole time travel rules, because a lot of people get confused by that. Basically, in the movie, their rules of time travel is that when they go back in time, it does not change their future. Instead, whenever they go back in time, it creates an alternate universe. You see, like that? Like a B, like a B. No, I mean like a tree, actually. Like a tree. I don't know why it's going down, but like a tree that way. You see that? So it's like a tree. Okay, I've said tree too many times. So it's like a tree. It branches off into a different alternate reality. They even call it out in the film and say that that's why they can't go to Thanos when he was a baby and just like zing! Because that Thanos would just be dead in an alternate timeline instead of their timeline where everyone was still snapped by Thanos. Understand? Understand? Still with me? Okay. Now, favorite parts of the movie. Another reason I love this movie is all the references. One of the parts I think was my first favorite was when Captain America was fighting himself in the past, like during like the Avengers period. The past Cap got the upper hand. He was like, I can do this all day. And then the future Cap's like, yeah, I know. Another funny moment, which was also from Captain America, was when the elevator opened and it was all the Hydra agents that was hidden as S.H.I.E.L.D. members. It was like a homage to the whole Winter Soldier thing where they all started fighting in the elevator. Also, another like funny parts were like whenever at like the very beginning when they would like show Hulk and Bruce Banner as like Professor Hulk, and every time it showed Fat Thor. The second most epic moment was when Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, lifted up. This is like the Mjolnir from I hope I'm not butchering that. I probably am. But the Mjolnir from the past that Thor stole from the past Thor, and then started floating up, and then it hit Thanos. And then when I thought that was go back to Thor, it went back and Captain America caught it, and I was like, oh my freaking gosh! That was literally the moment I was like, oh my freaking gosh! Oh my gosh! That was so insane! I was like not expecting that at all, especially since Thor's hammer was already broken in the movie. I had no way to predict that. And then the first most epic part was when all the Avengers came back. That was it was like a full out, everyone was getting in their pose, and then Cap's like, Avengers, assemble. And I'm like, oh! That was, oh my goodness! If you haven't watched this movie and you're watching this video, why would you do that to yourself? Okay, so now my predictions. I made my video called Avengers Endgame Leak Plot. This is basically what my prediction was. My prediction was that Captain Marvel comes back, they go to fight Thanos, and then Captain Marvel died. And then after that, Tony and Ant-Man come back, and then they go to fight Thanos again. After that, Hawkeye comes back, and then they go back in time, they fix everything, and everyone comes back, but Tony and Steve dies. From my prediction, right off the bat, Captain Marvel does not die, which is a shame, because I'm pretty sure most people do not like her. And then after that, I said that they lose to Thanos, but actually in the beginning, they kill Thanos, and I'm like, oh there goes my prediction. So that one, first two, already out. So basically the only thing left was that Tony and Steve died. And I was kind of right. I mean, Tony died, and Captain America is basically dead. I mean, he's an old man now. He's like 100 years old. Basically my review on Endgame. It was just a great movie overall. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So make sure you subscribe and leave a like and comment down below. And don't forget to hit the little bell thingy to get notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you all later. Bye! I love you 3000. Oh, it's too tight!